Hello friends, today we are going to read a very interesting book about numbers, understanding big numbers, millions, billions and trillions. So let's find out. 1 million. 1 million is a lot. It's 1000 thousands. It's written like this: 1 0 0 0 0 0 0. That is 1 followed by 6 zeros. What does 1 million look like? Get a bag of granulated sugar, a measuring cup with a half mark on it, and a piece of a dark construction paper. Fill the cup with sugar to the 1/4 mark, then carefully spill the sugar from the cup onto the construction paper. You couldn't easily count each granule of sugar on the paper. You are looking at about 1 million granules of sugar. When people talk about the population of large cities, states, and countries, they often talk in millions. More than 8 million people live in New York City. More than 37 million people live in California. More than 300 million people live in the United States. 1 billion is a lot more than 1 million. How much is 1 billion? 1 billion is 1000 million. It's written like this: 1 followed by 9 zeros. Run your fingers through your hair. The average head has 100,000 hairs. It would take the heads of 10,000 people together to have about 1 billion hairs. Many years ago, the world's richest people were said to be millionaires. Now they are said to be billionaires. Someone with $1 billion could give away $10 million every year for 100 years. Welcome to Earth population, 7 billion. The world's total population is counted in billions. The world's population is more than 7 billion people. 1 trillion is a lot more than 1 billion. 1 trillion is 1000 billion. 1 trillion is 1 million million. It's written like this: 1 followed by 12 zeros. It's difficult to imagine a large number as 1 trillion. Try to imagine a stack of $100 bills. $1 trillion would make a stack about 700 miles high. You couldn't count to a trillion. The amount of money the United States government spends each year and the amount it owes are measured in trillions. The total of all the coins and paper currency in the world is about $5 trillion. Counting to a million would take days. Counting to a billion would take years. And counting to a trillion would be impossible. But when people talk about the population of large countries, it's good to know how much a million and a billion are. When politicians talk about how much our government spends and how much money it owes, it is good to know how much a trillion is. It's important to know about large numbers such as millions, billions, and trillions. Author's note: a million is a lot. A billion is more than a million. A trillion is even more than that. And there are numbers even greater than a trillion. 1000 trillion is a quadrillion. It's written like this: 1 followed by 15 zeros. 1 million trillion is a quintillion. It's written like this: 1 followed by 18 zeros. 1 billion trillion is a sextillion. It's written like this: 1 followed by 21 zeros. If you counted by millions, 1 million, 2 million, 3 million, and added 1 million each second, it would take more than 30 million years to reach a sextillion. What if something is beyond being counted? What if it would be impossible to even guess its number? Anything that numerous is said to be infinite. The names for large numbers are not the same everywhere. In some parts of the world, what we call a billion is called a milliard. What we call a trillion is called a billion. What we call a quadrillion is called a billiard. What we call a quintillion is called a trillion. What we call a sextillion is called a quadrillion. The end. I hope you enjoyed all the facts about numbers. See you in our next video. Thank you.